children, welcome once again to our English lesson. We are going to start a lesson which focuses on Unit 14 of your Grade 10 textbook. Today we are going to practice writing. Let's practice how to write a speech correctly. Let's start the lesson. Children, we have already done a lesson on how to write speeches. It was Unit 10, Lesson 1. I have taught in detail how to write a speech correctly. This lesson will give you further practice on how to write speeches. As a speech is one text type which is used at the O-level exam to test your ability in writing, it's important to practice how to write it properly. Children, these are the tips I gave you in my previous lesson to help you write a good speech. Let's go through them once again. First, you have to select the topic you are going to speak about. Then you need to identify the target audience. That means you have to think whom you are speaking to, because the facts you select, the language structures, vocabulary, all have to be suitable to the level as well as the background knowledge of the audience. Then think about the purpose of your speech. Other than making a welcome speech or a vote of thanks, most of the time you deliver speeches to make your audience aware of certain facts on a particular topic. Next, you have to collect and select information. It's useful to do brainstorming here. That means think of all the facts that come to your mind when you think about the topic and jot them down. After that, you can read what you have written once again and cut off all the unnecessary details and select only the relevant ones. Here you can cut off what is unnecessary and also join similar information. Okay. Your next task is to organize or arrange the information and the facts in a logical way. You can start with the most important details first and come to the less significant ones after that. And once you do that, you can start writing. When you start writing, you should remember to write a good beginning to your speech. These are the steps of a good introduction. First, you need to greet the audience. Then you have to address those who are listening to you. Then you can thank the organizers for giving you the opportunity to speak. Okay, next you can introduce the topic. Throughout your speech, use the conversational tone. Write your speech the way you would normally talk. There's one more tip I want to give you. That is how to end your speech. At the end also, you have to thank. This time you thank the audience for listening to your speech. You can simply say thank you very much or thank you very much for listening to my speech. Okay children, I hope you are clear now about writing a speech. Subscribe to our channel and watch our previous lesson too to get a clearer idea. Children, let's read a speech given in your textbook. This speech appears on page 144 of your textbook. It's activity 5. Let's read it. While reading, pay attention to the different parts, the beginning, body of the speech, and the ending. We'll start with the beginning. Good morning, everybody. Madam Principal, dear teachers and friends. All of us know that our inter-house netball tournament is commencing next week. So I think it's a good time to tell you something about netball to make you aware of the sport. Now let's read the body of the speech. It has 3 paragraphs. Netball is a team game which consists of 7 players in each team. It is mainly played by women, even though there are men's netball teams in some countries. Netball was derived from basketball. This game originated in England in 1890s. Netball can be played both as an indoor and an outdoor game. It is played in a rectangular court with 2 goal rings at each end. Teams score points by shooting the ball through the rings. Each player is assigned positions and can hold the ball up to 3 seconds before passing or shooting a goal. A game is played for 60 minutes and the team which scores the highest number of goals wins the game. It's a popular game in Commonwealth countries. Rules and regulations of the game and organizing international tournaments are handled by the International Netball Federation. This is how the speaker has ended the speech. I know you are looking forward to have the tournament. I am happy to say that all preparations have been completed by now. Remember, my friends, while we all love to win, winning is not everything. Respect the game and play fair. Let's enjoy our netball season. Thank you. Okay, I hope you noticed how a speech should be written. Children, now let's write a similar speech about another sport. Here are some facts about LA. Let's write about that. Traditional Sri Lankan sport. 16 players. All players play an innings. Hits a ball with a bamboo stick. Okay, remember to write the beginning and the end of your speech the way I taught you. Now you can pause the video and write the speech. Let's check what you have written by comparing it with this sample answer. Let's read it together. Good morning, everybody. Dear Principal, Vice Principals, teachers and my dear friends. First of all, I must thank our dear Principal for giving me this opportunity to speak to you about one of our traditional sports, LA. LA is a traditional Sri Lankan sport. There are 16 players to a side. Traditionally, there were 2 innings per side in an LA game, but modern LA games are limited to 50 ball matches. An LA field is twice the size of a baseball field. The batsman hits the ball with a bamboo stick. If the batsman runs around non-stop, then it is called a run. It's a very enjoyable game. Thank you. Okay, I hope you also could write something similar. You can even write a longer speech with more facts about LA. Children, we have come to the end of today's lesson. In this lesson, we practiced more on writing a speech correctly. I hope it was useful. There are facts about some more sports on page 146 of your textbook. Make use of them and practice writing more speeches. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel too. See you again. Goodbye.